am Miss Wright, and this is Art and Music. You will come to me at least once a week. Sometimes you'll come to me twice a week. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are the lesson days, and so if you come on Monday, you'll always be Monday's group or Tuesday's group or Wednesday's group. Thursday is a structured center day. That's when I will choose 5 centers. You will pick one of those 5 that you want to do. And then on Friday, it's open centers, and you will use any of the centers that we have in our classroom. This is I was trying to think of how long I have taught, and I think this is my 19th year that I have taught. I used to teach first grade in Marshall, and now I teach art and music here. And I am married to Mr. Rusty, and we have been married for 28 years. We have 3 boys. Matthew is 23, Caleb is 21, and Benjamin is 17 and is a senior this year at the high school. And we go to Harleton Baptist Church, and I have been in Harleton. Rusty was raised here, and then I moved to Harleton. I used to live with Wendy Newman, and so that's in your family. I lived with Wendy and Eddie Grant Newman when I was in college, and that's how I met Mr. Rusty. And then we got married and have lived here ever since. I have the best job on campus. Don't tell anybody that I have the very best job, but I really do. Like, I love being in here. I love doing art. I love doing music. I love hanging out with y'all, and I love that I get to have all 360 kids or whatever. So the way the schedule will go, you'll come in to PE every day like you did today. You will do your exercises with Coach Beck, and then he will send whichever class I have in here. And so what I would like to do is kind of show you around the classroom so you'll know where everything is. I'm going to start on this, and we're just going to go all the way around the room. Okay, this button right here is if there's an emergency, you push this button to call the office, and they will come. So if you don't want to call the office and you push this button, that would not be a good thing. I have 2 light switches. One is black and one is white. The black light switch is for the back of the room, so just remember, be black, be back. And then the white is for the front of the room. So if we are using the smart board, I will say turn off the white light. That's what I mean. And then these are our centers. They are numbered, and they are all the way around the room. And then you'll see the number of the center just so you know how to put it back. Then it'll have a name, and I have a few new ones, and so I haven't got the labels put on those yet. Then you'll see this little label right here. And this label tells what age group can use this. If it has K, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, anyone can use this. But if it has one like this right here, this is ink, and this is just for 4th and 5th grade. And so you just look and see if your grade is on there before you use it. These 2 right here are just some ways for you to attach things. If you are in the creative center, and I'll show you that center in a minute, you can make different things. And this is, if you want, this one is all about what kind of glue you might want to use, and this is how to attach different types of paper. So those are good informational things. One thing you'll want to know is, I know that Legos is one of the very favorite centers, and I got a whole new big giant thing of Legos this summer. And so we have double the amount of Legos we had last year. This right here is the Sculpture Center, and I have been working on it and dividing up stuff. It's so funny, because of COVID, people were like cleaning out their stuff, and so they were donating all of these different things. So I have tons and tons and tons of stuff. I still haven't even got to go through everything. And so that's going to be really neat, because I'm going to have a lot more things that we can use. This is our Fiber Center. In here we have stuff for weaving. We have some fabric in here, ribbon, different things like that. These are how to draw books right here. Paper is right here. And then on the bottom are our new magnetics that I got at the end of the school year last year. More centers here. Our trash can is right here. We also have one right there, and then I have one underneath my desk. Our sink Ask before you use the sink. These are our paint brushes, and the brushes are organized into paint types. Some of them have a number on them, and they'll all have the same number. But whenever you are in charge of organizing the paint brushes, make sure that you keep them all the same and you put them upside down. So there's our soap. Here is our paper towels. Here is sanitizer. We also have sanitizer over there, and then each table has sanitizer, and I have sanitizer on my desk. This is our vacuum cleaner. This is our closet, and in the closet has our keyboard and then the rest of our supplies. And so there may be different times that you will need to go in here and get something for me. My toolbox is in here and things like that, and you'll familiarize yourself with that as time goes on. Okay, this is the light switch for the closet. A lot of times people go in there and it's dark, and why it's out here, I have no idea, but there it is. All right, right here is our electronics station. And so we have iPads and a Chromebook and iPod touches and things like that. You can listen to music and play games. There are art apps and music apps on there. The headphones are over here. This right here, these are the tags for centers that do not have a drawer. Okay, so like this says Creative Box. All right, that means that if you want to do Creative Box, you'll pull a tag, and 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade can do that. So I will have an electronics person that will come up here when we do our centers. So you will come choose whatever you want from over here. If you want one of these, you just go straight to that and get it. But if you want one of these different ones that don't have a bucket, you'll come over here, pull the tag, and hand it to the person that is here. They will then put it in this little tag box right here, and then you can go to that center. Some of these are like the computer. That's for that computer right here. And this is for phone number 1, the pink iPod Touch, the orange iPod Touch, the keyboard. So there's lots of different options here. So you'll pull a tag, hand it to the electronic person. If it's a computer, an iPad or something that you want, they'll get it for you. And then the electronic person will be in charge of making sure that it's plugged back in so it's always charged. Back here is my space. I will have a piece of duct tape up right here. Don't go past the duct tape because a lot of times the hot glue gun stays on a lot of times, and I don't want you to get burned or anything like that. Our Play-Doh will be right here, and I just haven't got it out yet, so our Play-Doh will be right here. This is our computer. This right here is our reading center. I got lots of new books. This summer I went through my boys' books, and so I have lots of new books here. This is our filing cabinet. To open the filing cabinet, you're going to push this button right here toward the middle. So you're pushing this toward the handle, and then you're pulling out. This is where our colored construction paper is. All right, so our supplies are generally in this area. So we have crayons here, markers, fine tip markers, and colored pencils. There is a box for each table. Doesn't matter which one you get. Just make sure you don't mix them and put the fat markers with the skinny markers, or vice versa. Here are pencil sharpeners, crayon sharpeners, erasers, pencils. These are red buckets for each table. It's numbered. In this bucket you will find liquid glue, glue sticks, scissors, and pencils. These are more centers here. These are the weird scissors, that have different whatever for the Creative Box. Here's some extra colored pencils. These are stickers, color pages, just random different things that I think you might like for the Creative Box. This right here is a Creative Box. In the past, each grade has had their own bucket. I'm not doing that this year. You can choose from any of these buckets. There will have different things in here for you to create things with. Fabric and ribbon and containers and such as that. And so you'll just take, whatever things you want, take it back to your table. These are our art smocks that we use whenever we paint. And now I'm going to go over our rules. We have 5 rules in this classroom. Number 1 is to always do your best. This is a great place for you to explore and try new things. Number 2, respect others. Be kind to one another. with your words, with your body parts, with your actions. Don't mess with anybody else's stuff. Y'all are sweet anyway, but just be kind. Number 3 is to follow directions. Wyatt, I'm a little bit strange and I have certain ways to do things. And so if you are washing the paintbrushes and I say, I need you to do them this way, it may sound weird, but I'm old. And so just do it the way I ask you to do it because I've done it so long that I know the best way to do it. So just follow directions. Take care of our supplies. I have checked, there is no money tree outside, so if our supplies are gone, they're just gone. So you have to make sure you take good care of them. And then the last one is to try new things. Your grade in here is based on your following of directions and how well you try. It is not on your finished product. So this is a perfect place for you to try something and fail, because it's okay if it's messed up, you just try it again. When you go to a center, try not to choose the same one every time. I know, like some of you are like, I love Legos, and I'm so happy that you love Legos. But you might try chalk one day rather than Legos or something like that. I want you to do lots of new things when you're in this classroom, okay? All right, I'm trying to think if there is anything. Did I miss anything? Does it seem like I got everything? All right, Kendall, you can go ahead and turn that off.